audio check. Hi, welcome to this live stream on our MSI channels. Thanks for watching on Facebook, on YouTube. Today we're going to talk about the Xbox One. No, I got you fooled there. Because we're watching PC gaming, of course. So no, we're not going to talk about the Xbox. We're going to talk about the Trident 3 gaming PC. So let me put this aside. So this was my old Xbox. So a few years ago I stopped playing on my Xbox because I'm coming to work for MSI, and of course I wanted a PC for gaming. So I bought the MSI Trident 3 gaming PC because I love to game on a couch. I just come home from my work, pick up my controller or my mouse and keyboard and just play on my couch. So that is the subject of today. We're going to talk about Trident 3 and how to get you interested for joining the PC gamers community. So it's not that difficult to switch from console to PC. And that's what I'm going to show you for today with our Trident 3, because this is made for you, those guys that just want to play some games and don't want to bother with any components inside, with difficult upgrading, with difficult installing, no, just out of the box experience. So this is the Trident 3. And this is Trident 3 Arctic. We have two colors for the Trident 3. The Arctic in white, of course, and we have the Trident 3 in black. So you can choose the color you want and which best suits you in your living room or in your room where you want to play your games. So the Trident 3, like I already told you, comes with a bunch of gaming features inside, which we're all going to show you today. If you look at the box of Trident 3 and on the back side, you already get some teasing about the gaming features inside the Trident 3. So VR optimized for gaming, compact size, silent storm cooling, mystic light, all features embedded in our Trident 3 system. So what's inside this box when you buy a Trident 3? Well, let's open it up and show you what's inside. So the first layer you'll see is the Trident 3 uses an external power brick. So of course our PC needs power. So let me take this out. So this is the power supply for Trident 3. What we found more in the box is an easy stand. And this is something I'm going to explain to you why you need this for Trident. But the main prize in the box, of course, is the Trident 3. And that's underneath this first layer. And you'll see it's nice and protected in a bag. So you can easily take it with you and you will not scratch the device. So let me first take off, remove the box. And taking out the Trident. Oh, it's there. So this is the white Trident 3 Arctic. And the stand comes with included to put the Trident vertical in this way, so you can place it next to your TV or your gaming computer or your monitor. But you can also choose it to place it horizontal. So in this way it's easier fit in your TV cabinet or in a place where you want to hide the Trident from sight. So you can choose two sides. You can pick the stands for your Trident, how you can install it. So if we compare this with the Xbox One S, so this is the newer model, and the newest one, the Xbox One X, is about the same size. So if we put this on the Trident, you see, and let me show you if I can see it in a detailed view. So it's almost the same size. So this is really console size gaming PC. And if I put them next together, you'll see the size is about the same. And also the thickness, if I place them horizontal, they're about the same size. So yeah, you get a PC with great performance, great power, in just a small case, just like a console. So it's small. That's just, let me show you. It's also not that heavy. It's like 5 or 6 kilograms. So you can easily take it with you to friends or a LAN party in your backpack. So you don't have to carry that heavy PC or heavy desktop. This easily fits into a backpack, so you can take it anywhere you want. The finish on the top side is brushed aluminium, so it's great. Yeah, let me show you. Maybe I can show it to you. Because it's white, it's not that great, but yeah, it's brushed aluminium, so it gives a nice, heavy feeling of quality when you pick it up. This guy also is awarded with a CES Best Innovation 2018 award, and maybe you're thinking, what the hell is that? Well, CES is a big electronic award of a big electronic event in Las Vegas, where all the new electronic stuff gets to launch or to show to media. And so yeah, we get the Best Innovation Award there for the Trident, so people really like this design. So if you have, today we're talking about the Trident 3, so if you have any questions, by the way, please let them know in the comments, because today we're going to give away Steam vouchers to those best questions answered in the show. So yeah, if you want to know anything about the Trident 3 or the Trident 3 Arctic, of course, yeah, keep those questions coming. So yeah, that's the outside. So let's see of the ports and the options to connect any devices to the Trident 3. For example, the Xbox comes with a wireless controller, and this uses batteries or charged batteries. So you have to charge it once in a time, and this can be through a cable to the front side of the Xbox One, and this only has one USB port. So if you're playing with together, for example, a game like Street Fighter, and both controllers are empty, yeah, you can only charge one at a time. So at Trident 3, in the front side, we have 2 USB ports. So we can charge or connect 2 controllers at the same time. Next to that, we also find a Type-C USB port. So if you have a new device or a future-proof USB cable, yeah, you can easily connect those devices. We have 2 audio ports, one for a headset, one for a microphone. So if you don't own a wireless headset, you can easily connect it with a cable in the front side. And we have something called a special called VR link. So yeah, let's get back to that on the back side when I show it. And I see we have a question from in our Facebook, and this is from Nico Tomic Tampoko. I hope you pronounce your name correctly. And he's asking, can you upgrade the Trident? Yes, you can. And later in this live stream, I'm going to open the Trident and going to show you how easy it is and which components you can easily change. So yeah, please keep watching, and I will show you later how to upgrade the Trident 3. So congratulations, you will get a $30 Steam voucher to buy some games, or to get you started to a PC gamer. So yeah, let those questions coming in the ask your questions in the comments. So you also have a chance to win this $30 Steam code. So yeah, back to the story about Trident 3. Checking the back side of all the ports you can use can connect the Trident 2. And if I show you here, we have 6 USB ports on the back side. So 1 here, 4 here. So you can easily connect any type of device you have. From headsets to keyboards to mouses to USB storage devices to external drives, anything you want. And of course we have Ethernet port, so you can connect the internet with a cable. But also built inside is a wireless connection, so you can choose if you want to connect it wireless or via fast connection with a cable. We have audio ports here, so you can also connect your audio devices here. We have HDMI on a motherboard and a power cable. and the VR link again. So let me come back to that in a moment. And the important part, and that's the VGA card. And here you can see all the connections you can use to connect your monitors. So we have 2 HDMI ports, 2 display ports, and 1 DVI port. So you can practically connect any monitor or TV you want. So VR link, what's that? If you own a VR device like a HTC Vive or Oculus Rift, it's you want to easily connect these devices. And when you have put the Trident in like a TV cabinet, for example, it's hard to connect your VR device on the backside because you have to take it out and it's lots of cables, and that's why we have a VR link. And what this basically does is that you can connect your VGA card or your graphics card to the VI link port on the backside, and then you can use the HDMI out in the front side to easily connect your VR device. So in this way, you can always easily connect your VR device if you just want to play some VR games, but also easily disconnect it if you just want to play normal games. So really handy and something great if you own a VR device. So I see we have another question, and this is from Marcin Kombinski. Does it come with all the cables to connect it? Does it come with built-in speakers? No, Trident does not come with built-in speakers, so you have to own your own boxes. But yeah, most of the gamers already own a headset, and that's most of the preferred source for your audio. So yeah, then you can easily connect your headset. And the cables, yeah, it comes with a power cable, it comes with a VR link cable. So yeah, you have those basic cables to connect your Tridents to the device you want, your TV or your gaming monitor. Something what's also nice in detail is that our Trident also has RGB LED built in. And this is just to give you a little personalization options to this Trident. So let me turn the Trident black one on. And let me show if I can give a good preview view to this. Yeah, it's a bit light here in the studio, so I hope, maybe if I do this, a little bit. So this part is you can select for RGB LED. And you can select just one color. So for example, your team colors or your clan colors. But you can also choose one from the effects in our software. And maybe you already saw, but you can also see in this RGB why this product is called Trident. Because the shape of a RGB in the front side is shaped as a trident. And a trident is like a weapon in MMOs or League of Legends or other games which you can use. So that's why we are inspired by this kind of weapon. And yeah, now you know the name of our why this series is called Trident. Mystic Light. So I think that's almost everything on the outside. So yeah, let's take a look inside the Trident. Because we also had that question that it's if it's upgradable. Yeah. So let me go to open one. And we always try to design our gaming desktops, so not only the Trident but also our other systems, to be easy accessible to the components. So if you buy an MSI gaming desktop, you don't have to buy a new one in like 5 or 10 years. You can always upgrade this one. So where do you begin with this? Well, you need to pop off this side panel. So let me quickly do this. And you have to use a little bit force for this. And of course this is live, so now I'm really careful. So yeah, so this comes off. And then you'll see 2 screws here and here we need to remove. So let me get my screwdriver. So yeah, you just have to move one piece and 2 screws, and then you will get the main access to all the components. So yeah, in about 5 minutes you have the main access to all the components. You press this and you take off this side panel, And then you can take a look at the insides of the Trident. So really beautiful. And you can see our major components. So this is the graphics card. It's almost taking the half of the system because yeah, for gamers this is one of the most important components. And we have the CPU with cooler. And here on the top of that we have the memory for the system. So yeah, you can already see easily can access the memory, you can upgrade, you can easily change the processor, and you can easily change the graphics card. And in this system we use 1060 at the moment, and in the white one we have a 1070. But yeah, configurations are dependable on the reseller in your country. So always check which configurations are selling at your local store. Because gaming components can generate a lot of heat, it's important to cool this system, especially when it's a smaller system and the heat is difficult to dissipate. So what we do is something called the silent storm cooling concept. And this concept, in all our gaming desktops, we try to build this in, by the way, is that we use the major components, so like a graphics card and a processor, and put them in different chambers inside the mod. So you can see here, if I go to the detailed shot, so this is a divider to keep the heat from the graphic card inside this compartment and the heat from the processor in this compartment, so they don't cross over. And in this way we generate separate airflows, so you get optimized cooling from those most important components, because keeping your system cool is important. And what this also does is it makes it very quiet, because you don't want to hear this system running in full blowing force when you're playing like a Witcher or a horror game, and you'll be scared of this device instead of the game. So yeah, also quiet. So yeah, let's put this back together. And let's see, we have a question from Stanley Liu, and he asks, how much warranty does the Trident have? Well, it depends on your region, but most of the times at minimum is 2 years. And this includes when you open it and you're replacing your components, you still have full warranty. So it's not, it will not break when you open it. So yeah, we don't want to have, we always want to give you the options to upgrade your system. So let me quickly put the screws back from the Trident inside. So yeah, I hope this also answers the questions about upgrading the Trident. And the storage is also upgradable, but this is on the bottom side of the Trident, and there you need to remove a little more panels. But yeah, it is also possible. Okay, so I have to put this back, and you're done. It's already in place. So I put this back. So yeah, we saw the inside, we saw the outside. So something also nice about consoles, but also on our Trident, is easy connecting this device and play some games. So I'm going to try and let you see the difference in playing Battlefield 1 and in Fortnite on PC and on the Xbox One. So we start with connecting these devices. So if you play on console, you know you only need like three cables. So of course first I need a monitor. So let me get this. And this is, by the way, our new Optics MPG gaming monitor. And it comes in a curved screen, 27-inch, different configuration from 1080p to 1440p, 144 Hz refresh rate, and 1 millisecond response time. So a really great gaming screen. And we're going to use it to demonstrate now the Xbox and PC games. So HDMI cable. I put this in the back. I'm connecting the power cable. And a network cable, and then the system is ready to go. And on the other side, we're going to use the Trident 3 Arctic. Yep. So let me show you how easy it is to connect this. So first, of course, we need power. Let me see if there are already any questions. So let me remind you, if you have any questions, please ask them in the comments, because the best ones we will reward with Amazon with a $30 Steam voucher. So to give you a kickstart in playing PC games, or to buy even more. Because yeah, we want to grow our PC community. So yeah, we want as much PC players as we want. So power. Of course, we also need a monitor for this, so let me grab a second one. Okay, so second monitor. And we will be connecting this. So we have power, we have a DisplayPort cable, power for a monitor. So we have two, and then of course we need a keyboard and mouse, because we're going to play on PC with keyboard and mouse. So let me connect this. And maybe one pro tip to give you while connecting this system is that on the Trident you will find many HDMI ports. And let me show you this on the black one. So we have the HDMI cable ports here in the graphics card and one on the motherboard. So the pro tip is, if you're beginning with PC gaming, always connect your monitor or your TV on the graphics card, because there will come the performance from it. And the motherboard port, if you connect this one and you were thinking, oh hell, I don't have that much FPS. Yes, because all the calculations will be on the graphics card. So this port is mainly used for if you want to upgrade your system or quickly want to check something without the graphics card. So yeah, always remind to connect your graphics card. Okay, so we have our monitor, we have our keyboard and mouse. We have a nice mouse mat. And a network cable. So let me grab this and connect it. And then you're already done connecting the Trident. So now we're going to do some tests on showing what's the difference between console and a PC. So let's start with booting up the Xbox and the Trident. So I'm going to ask my assistant Robin to help me with this synchronized buttoning. So I will ready the Xbox, and if you ready the Trident, yep, button is here. So 3, 2, 1. And I hope it is live, so I hope nothing goes wrong, because else, yeah, you will have a great show. So I think the monitors are on, yeah. I see some activity here on the Xbox side. And okay, you can see through the monitor, and this is because we're using a chroma key on the Xbox. So and their logo is green, so you can see through it. And the PC monitor takes a little longer, I see. PC is already booting. So yeah, let's wait for this. And it's also coming here. So let me again remind you, if you have any questions or want to show, to know something, or want to show something about the Trident, let us know in the comments. And the best ones will win a Steam voucher code from $30. So the Xbox is booted, and I think the Trident, I need to change the DisplayPort cable. to the top side. Yep, it's coming there. So yeah, this is always the excited part. Yeah, let me see if it connects. I think that, yeah, the display, yeah, the cable in the monitor was not pushed incorrectly, so yeah, it can happen with moving those monitors. Yep, so yeah, sorry about that. It appears now that the Trident was slower, but yeah, in this case it was the cable in the monitor. So before we're going to in depth of the games, I see we have another question from Chris Ruab, and he's asking how many hard drive trays does the Trident have? Well, in this case, it's one. One big HDD drive, mostly in the times in a configuration where you can already buy one, it's already in there. And you have one M.2 SSD slot. So yeah, you can use one mesh big storage for videos, multimedia, photos, or even games, and one faster storage for your Windows or also your games. So yeah, I hope this answers your question, and yeah, this is a good question, so that's why you're the winner for a Steam voucher code of $30. So congratulations, and yeah, I hope you can buy some great PC games from this. So before we start, I want to show you two more things, two pro tips when you're starting playing on a PC. And the first one is, if you start on a PC, it's all pre-installed. So you don't have to install drivers, you don't have to install Windows, no, it's ready to game. And one of the pro tips I want to give you is that when you go to NVIDIA settings, and this is the drivers for your graphics card, you have something that's called NVIDIA GeForce Experience. So if you don't want to bother with selecting the best settings for your games, well, let this piece of software do this. So you can see all the games that are installed on your PC, and they will optimize it, what's the best performance and best settings for your games. So if you don't want to bother with setting all those settings and just want to play, this is a really nice pro tip. The other pro tip I want to give you today is that maybe most of you have heard about Steam. Steam is a great games library, but not the only one today anymore, because we also have Origin, we have Epic Games, we have lots of other programs. So most of the game developers use their own platforms for their games. So if you want to buy some games, always check the different platforms for the best deals, and yeah, where you can buy those games. So I hope this is a good pro tip for those beginning PC gamers. So yeah, now we're going to start up Battlefield 1 and going to show you the difference on console. So console is on the right and PC is on the left. So yeah, let me get some paper and a pen to give you the difference. So to let you know, this will be PC, and this will be on 60 FPS, because that's native for PC. And this is console, and this will be native on 30 FPS. So yeah, just to quickly remind you which screen is which screen. So this will be console. Oh, you don't see it. Well, and this is PC. So to give you a difference, of course we need the controller for the Xbox. And the nicest thing about Battlefield And on Fortnite is that both games are playable with controller and even with the Xbox controller, because you can easily connect it with Bluetooth to your Trident 3. And you can play it with keyboard and mouse on PC. So you can choose which game you want to play with which controller. So let me give the controller to my assistant Robin. He will help me with this. And yeah, let's first start up Battlefield. And let me try to synchronize this to show you the advantages of having an SSD. And this is a faster storage device than normally a console has, because that has a HDD and our Trident has SSD. So on the count of 3, 3, 2, 1. Let's see which is faster. Oh, it's okay. So we already have a welcome to Battlefield 1 on the PC side. Console is still loading. So yeah, we can already game on PC, and yeah, console is still waiting. So while we wait on the console, let me show you the settings we will running on our Trident 3 Arctic. So if you go to video, and you will see we're running on a full screen. We're running on a 1440p resolution. So console, the console, the Xbox One will run on 1080p, so full HD, and we will run on 1440p, so a slightly higher resolution. And the rest of the effects will go to advanced, and all of the rest of the settings, yeah, you can. I don't know if you can see it on the live stream, but everything is on ultra. So yeah, we pretty have high settings. And so okay, just to show you which settings we will use on PC. So yeah, we're going to play the first part of the campaign to show you a bit, to give you a nice idea to having the difference between the two platforms. So yeah, we have to wait a little bit on console. So this actually, the difference why this loading takes time is because the console uses a standard hard disk, and the PC uses a M.2 SSD, and this is a small solid state disk, and yeah, this will be a lot faster. So let's go to campaign. I have to help my assistant. Yeah, he's normally playing with PC, so it's the first time he'll use a controller. So let's try to synchronize those two games to also give you an idea on how fast this this loading goes. So ready, Robin? Yeah. On the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, go. Go. Oh no! Okay, so that failed. Yeah. Well, it's almost synchronized then. And we also have an FPS counter here in the bottom corner, but I don't think you can see it. So I will read out the FPS, yeah, on the Battlefield game. And yeah. So this is the intro of Battlefield 1. So we have to view this. This picture to begin the first level. And again, let me remind you, if you have any questions, please ask them in the comments so we can handle them in the live stream. And the best questions will get a Steam voucher from $30. So if you want to know something about Trident, if you want to show something on Trident, yeah, let me know. And I see there's a question coming in from Nico Domik-Tanpoko. I hope I spelled your name correctly. And he's asking, does it have Mystic Light? Yes, it definitely has. And let me show you this on the the black Trident. In this part, there's RGB LED, and let me after we play these games, let me show you again how this Mystic Light looks, because I think the campaign is almost ready now in Battlefield. So yeah, you have to have a little bit patience with Battlefield 1. Especially when you're playing, there you go. Okay, so we're in game now. My FPS is 82, 80. So yeah, it's even above 60. And remember, we're running all settings on high. And for example, if you look at this fire, you'll see the fire on PC has a lot more animation, a lot more graphical support than on console. Also the textures, if you look really good at the wood, the textures on PC look a lot better, with better reflection, better lighting. So you'll have a greater game immersion in Battlefield. So yeah, I'm going to try and synchronize my actions with Robin and shoot some people. Those are my teammates. To show you the difference. And also a nice thing, if you see the smoke from the fires, this has a lot more texture, a lot more animation than on the console. And I hope Robin can also show the smoke coming from the fires. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of more color, a lot more animation. So you have to really have the feeling that you're inside this game. Oh, he's hiding there. Oh, they're coming. Don't die, Robin. Don't die. Okay, maybe we need to die. Then we can go to the next scene and show some other examples. Oh, okay. So I died to show you the next part. And again, our current FPS is 84, 85. So it's a really stable FPS, above 60 FPS. And remember that consoles are only running on a locked 30 FPS. And maybe you're wondering, what is the difference between those FPS? Well, this all goes in animation and in movement speeds. So if I'm doing this really smooth, really fast movement, and we do this on console, I hope you can see that the animation goes a lot smoother with 60 FPS, because you have a lot more frames per second on the screen than on console. And again, you'll see here the more details in the flamethrower, for example, the more fires, the more lightning, the better textures. So you really have the feeling that you're in this machine gun pit. I died again. In a machine gun pit, and shooting those enemies. You really have the feeling you're inside this game. Okay. So yeah, I think that's a good example for Battlefield. Let's also show this on Fortnite. So let me close Battlefield. And we'll try to do synchronized startup again to show what's the difference in loading speed on the console and on PC. So let me close this. Okay. First, let's start this one. So this is we now use the Origins. We're now using Epic Game Launcher, and of course you have Steam. So you have all those different kind of gaming gaming centers almost. So ready, Robin? Yeah. So 3, 2, 1, go. And let's see which is faster. So if you have any questions, please let me remind you that you can do this you can ask this in the comments, and that we can answer them in the live stream. If you have a really great question, you will win a $30 voucher for Steam on Steam. So you can that gives you a little push to start up your PC gaming, your PC gaming, or buy all those games you already want. I always wait to the Steam sales because then you can get the most games for ridiculous prices. And then after 1 week after the sales, you think, okay, I don't have anything to play because I have 10 new games and I don't know which game I need to play. So yeah, loading screens again, and at this moment PC is running almost ready, and console is like 50%. Okay, so here we're already ready. And console is still loading. And we're playing the Battle Royale. Maybe because console is still loading, let me show you the settings we play Fortnite in at this moment. We're using full screen with a 4040p resolution again, so not the 1080p. Frame rate is limited to 60 FPS, and all our other settings on are epic. So yeah, the best visual settings you can have. Let me put. Oh, we can also show FPS here, but I don't know where now. Okay, and let me show setup viewing. Okay. So still 60 FPS, already in the menu. Let's wait for console to log in. Okay, we're almost there. So yeah, we have to do a little waiting. Okay, so we're going to Battle Royale. We're going in solo mode. Yeah, so let's start playing. We have to see search a match, of course, so this will we cannot synchronize this. So yeah, we can already load. Okay, so we're in game on our PC. Let me show you. You'll immediately notice the high resolution, the better textures. And I hope in a moment we'll also have on console, so you can see the difference. So yeah, let's wait till the bus is coming so we can start. And I really like Fortnite because you can like build everything you want, and also just kill some people. So. We can restart, and the console is also there. So I hope. And again, if you're the difference, my FPS at this moment is 60 FPS. Console is native 30. So if you move very quickly with your mouse or with your controller, I hope you can see the difference. That 60 FPS gives a lot more animation than on 30 FPS. So the animation goes a lot smoother. So yeah, where should we go? And maybe also something nice, because if your friends are having an Xbox or playing Fortnite on the Xbox, and you have a PC, and with Fortnite, in the future you will also be able to cross-play with Xbox. So it's not a reason anymore to not buy a PC because the rest has a console. No, you can eventually play together later on. So that's also nice, because then you'll, yeah, love all the settings, the graphic settings, and 60 FPS, and yeah. Oh, I see their enemy. I don't think I will last for this long. So I hope you can see the difference between the textures and the colors on PC and console. And let me remind you, it's very difficult to capture this on with a camera. So yeah, if you're really experiencing this is really it's really different. So I hope you can imagine on the camera the differences. Yeah, so now we have to find a weapon, and I see we have some controller problems at the Xbox. I have a grenade. Okay, so, we have assault rifle. Okay, I hope you get the idea. We'll, okay. So yeah, that was a quick preview of those both games. So I hope you saw the difference, and all else you can surely find some other comparisons on internet, but the difference is very big, just because of the 60 FPS only. I should show you the Mystic Light again, because this was a question. So let me put the monitor here, and I hope you can see the Mystic Light here. So it's at this moment it's blue, but you can change it to any color or one of the effects in our software. You can personalize your system. Then what are the exact specifications of these devices? Well, we have the white version and the black version, so the Trident 3 Arctic and the Trident 3. And let me get rid of this monitor because it's in front. This is also an option. So we have configurations in i5 and an i7. It goes up from 1050 Ti to 1070. So these are the specifications of the devices we use here at the moment, but different configurations are always possible. So check your local vendor, check your local store, which configurations they are selling, because there are quite some variations. I see we have another question from Theo Hageman, and he's asking what's the TDP for the Trident 3. Well, I hope you can see it on the screen, the max voltage. So the Trident 3 Arctic has a power supply from 330 watts, and if I'm remembering correctly, the Trident Black is having a 230 watts power supply. So yeah, if you go for those 1070 setups, I would recommend the Trident 3 Arctic, because it's just had a little more juice than the Trident 3 Black version. So yeah, let me remind you that if you want to buy a Trident 3 or one of our other gaming desktops, like the Aegis series, like the Infinite series, at this moment we're running a promotion that if you buy one of our gaming desktops, you will get a voucher of a $30 Steam code. Check our website for the terms and conditions. This promotion will be running from the 4th of March to the 9th of March to the 9th of April. But always check if your local reseller is joining this promotion. But I think that's a really nice promotion to help you with getting to know your PC, getting to play PC games, and getting you that little extra start to start off your big adventure in becoming a PC gamer. So I hope you liked it. Next week we will be telling more about how to become a PC gamer, and this time we will show you this with Sea of Thieves, a new game from Microsoft that will be releasing on the Xbox, but also will be releasing on PC. So it's a pirate game, 4 pirates on 1 ship. This should be a lot of fun. So I hope you will join in next week, same time, same channel, on our Facebook and on YouTube. So yeah. Hope you see you next week. Thank you for watching and have a great day.